Lindsey here. If you missed it last time, we are switching gears and going function over form in the kitchen. So we're building all the base cabinets, getting in our stove and our oven, and just trying to make that a more functional space to cook and just be in. So I'll just show you what we've gotten done so far. It's been a couple weeks. We've been kind of working in the evenings and weekends, and we got our stove and oven in. It does look like a mess now, but that's because we just tore this out. So we've got two little drawer cabinets, and this is where the stove is. You can't see it. And then we have this huge IKEA oven. And right now everything is tore up and a bit of a mess. It gets worse before it gets better, right? That's what I'm telling myself. So we just took out the little temporary sink that we had, which was this over here. I'm gonna get rid of this thing for once and for all. It's gotta go. Thanks for your help, but it's time for you to go. So yeah, we've got the base cabinets over here built. So now we're just gonna, I just cleaned the floor and the walls. The walls were gross. In fact, this got scuffed up pretty bad. I don't think I care very much, just because that's probably where the dishwasher is gonna go and just whatever. And eventually I'll have this all tiled, like as a backsplash. But we got all our cabinets built. Of course, we haven't done drawers and doors yet, but that will be very soon. We just have all of our carcasses built. So when this floor dries, we're gonna shove them into place, center the sink, and get that installed, and then we're gonna see like how much space we have on this side. We're gonna put a little spacer here, that way the trim from this doorway doesn't interfere with opening drawers and doors. So we're just gonna measure that and see how big that needs to be, get it attached to the side, and get that done. But I'll kind of show you as we go along. But the big thing is that we got this awesome stove and oven in, and I'll show you more at the end of this video. I'll clean all this crap up and show you what the kitchen is looking like so far. But in the first video, we did kind of our bar, which is also filled with junk right now because I just took everything from the counter. But yeah, that's looking much the same here because we haven't done drawers and doors yet. I did end up picking out the paint. We are gonna paint them instead of, I just don't want too much wood. It's looking very IKEA to me right now with the wood on the wood. And it is this greeny green color. It's kind of a sage green. I hope it'll be nice. That kind of doesn't look like the swatch, but we're gonna go with it. We did get that in the cabinet and furniture paint, but it's a Sherwin-Williams color. I was kind of wanting to do the retreat color, like my office, but then I decided to go a little bit greener because Audrey said she liked the Fresh Thyme one. And then Jay said he liked that other one better too. So I hope that we make the right decision. Instead of going with my gray green, we went with Fresh Thyme. So here Jay's just pre-drilled some holes using a countersink bit, and he's joining these two cabinets together. That's how we joined all the cabinets. Of course, we'll have to take these apart, at least some of them, when we do the flooring. These are the European walnut butcher block countertops from Lowe's. I was scared when I first got these in, but then when you put the oil on them, they look a lot darker. I wanted a dark wood countertop, so that's what the walnut usually is. I got American walnut for our other house, and I feel like they are a bit darker. There's a lot more dark tones, and the European walnut has some of the lighter tones in it as well. But this is what they had. This was what was available. I don't like them quite as much as the other house, but I like them okay. I think they're gonna work and still hit the same aesthetic. But how satisfying is it to watch this get oiled? This is just mineral oil that I'm putting on it, and I put like 6 or 7 coats. But now Jay's just gonna install our faucet for us, and this is our beautiful sink reveal. And we cut out the hole for the sink using just a drill bit, and we drilled down and made a hole, and then we cut it out with a jigsaw, our Ryobi battery operated jigsaw did just fine. And I got these clips to attach the countertop to the cabinet, and it's a little tricky figuring out how to do it and how to hold everything, but I managed to get it eventually. And so these are actually attached to our cabinets, so they're not going to warp or fall off if the kids try to jump on them. The sink that we ordered installed had apparently been dropped because it has a piece on it that's kind of warped. So I had to order a new sink, and we're about to return this one. So we unboxed it, got it in here, and then we noticed that this side is lifted up a little bit more than this side. And so apparently they dropped the box maybe or something. There's a couple of clips on the inside, some welds that were busted too. So we decided to just go ahead and return it. If I'm gonna pay this much for a new sink, I want it to look flat. I want it to be nice. I want it to look flat all the way across. So if I had got it at a discount or something, I probably wouldn't mind, but you can tell a difference. It maybe not so much in person, but you see how much black is under that? And how there's not any over there? That's because it's off. But isn't the sink pretty? It's got one big basin and then a smaller basin, but it's still pretty large. It's a deep sink. So in my previous video I mentioned, I know that a lot of you loved my big basin sink that was one basin. Jay did not like it. He wanted a 2-basin sink, but I wanted a big basin sink that I could do canning in and stuff like that. So this is kind of our compromise for that. It has one, first of all, it's really deep. It's a deep basin sink, but it's got one compartment that's really, really large, and the other one that's more like a standard sink size if you were to get a double sink. So it's still very large. Both of them are really nice. You can still do a lot in the smaller sink, and you know, you could put all your dishes in this sink and then have the bigger sink. So that's why he wanted a double basin, and so this was just the compromise between those two. But we're about to switch these out and stick this one back in the box so we can return it. So this one, the welds are intact. Oh, that's good. Probably means it wasn't dropped. Hello there. We took a long pause on the kitchen. It's been almost a month since we got back to it. We kind of got it into a space that's like a usable space, and then we took a break on it. We got a little burnt out, as we tend to do sometimes. You know, we get burnt out on stuff. We have to go to a different project. Also, we had Audrey's birthday and we did her bedroom, so we kind of took a pause break for that. But that's done, and now we have to get back to the kitchen because I need to finish this kitchen up so I can move on to our bathroom, which I'm actually excited to do that. I would like to skip the rest of the kitchen and do the bathroom, if I'm being completely honest, but I know that I need to finish one project at a time. So today we're gonna continue on with the kitchen, and I have no idea. It's been so long since I filmed like little bits and pieces, so I don't know what I got and what I don't. I don't know. I have no idea what I filmed and what I didn't film. So I'm just gonna show you what the kitchen looks like right now. You have to excuse the mess on the table and all over the floor. We kind of stuffed things in here just to kind of get them out of the way because we weren't working on it for a while. But we still don't have drawers over in the wet bar space. That'll be nice when we get them because all the stuff that's on here will go in the drawers and in the cabinet, so that'll be nice. We did get in the whole side with the new sink that has dirty dishes in it, and these are still washing. I went to bed with dirty dishes last night and I hate doing that. So I really kicked myself over it. And then I got this black fixture to go with it, and I just did the dishes and didn't wipe that down too, so. But we are finishing up the drawers. We've got some of the sides on. This is where we stopped because I kept having problems with that drawer. And now I think the reason I was having problems with that drawer is because that cabinet's not square and I really don't want to take it out. I'm not going to take it out right now. In fact, even if it's not square, I will wait until, because we're going to have to rip all these out. Not rip them out, but we're going to have to uninstall these and pull them out in order to do the flooring when we get there. They are mounted right now, but they'll be easily unmounted because we did put, in the walls we put extra 2x4s to be able to mount these. So we've got a few that are kind of half done. Of course, all the drawer members are already installed everywhere. My dirty cabinet. The drawer members are installed everywhere, but we're just gonna finish out these drawers. We've got to put the fronts and backs on them. This one even has stuff in it still already. Gonna put the front and the back on them, and then the nice little drawer bottom. Soft close, that's nice. So we're gonna do that today. I've also got 3 over here that I need to do. This is bugging me a little bit. I need to get some shelf paper to go in here and kind of protect that wood a little bit. I am gonna leave the inside a raw wood. I'm gonna just oil it and leave it. I don't want to do a poly because it kind of turns yellow and gets weird after a while. But this is what it looks like when it's oiled. I went ahead and oiled the inside of this one. It's really nice and pretty. Of course, I got the wrong plywood for the bottoms of these drawers. I got the right ones for the rest of them, but the bottom of these has just a regular plywood, and I got birch for everything else, and this is birch plywood here. So, but this is what they're looking like so far. The cooktop area is looking like this. It'll look so much better once we get drawers and doors and paint. But I think I wasn't gonna put a drawer here. I was just gonna do a face, but I think I have plenty of room to do a drawer because there's not, like, I was gonna do a more shallow drawer in here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that because we got plenty of room. But yeah, all the drawers are installed and functional over here, which is where I needed storage the most. That's why this looks nicer. Of course, I don't have my little magnetic strips up yet or anything like that. And once we figure out where everything's going and remount it after the floor, we're gonna move these electrical outlets to where they're even. We just kind of were guesstimating there, and we're also gonna move this because it's not directly over the cooktop, as you can see. So we'll have to move that over a little bit to be able to put our range hood on. This is the IKEA cooktop that we got. We went with this one. I really like it a lot because it's just like my touchpad. It's just like my induction burners were, so that's why I like it. It was no transition, just works, so I love it. And then the oven, I like that too. It's been pretty good. I think I need to clean it already. The bottom looks a little dirty to me, so I'll get that cleaned up. But I'm loving the oven. And we just stuck this microwave up here for now. This cabinet will eventually go all the way to the ceiling. So once we pull these out, do the floor, really get them mounted permanently, we will build another cabinet that goes on top of this, and it'll go all the way to the ceiling. And then we'll have our range hood here, and this will be tiled all the way up. And of course, we will end up having top cabinets at that time too. I'm gonna take them, I think I'm gonna take them over all the way over and do here. And then these will have, like, they'll go down to the, they'll go actually all the way down to the countertop here is where these will go, because we need a lot more storage over here, and I plan to have some herb storage and stuff like that. So we're gonna have like shallow shelves like this all the way up here, and then that will have like a big thick cabinet over it for all my canning stuff that's like not all the time. And then I'm gonna have a really shallow kind of shelf here for recipe books and some decor and stuff like that. It'll be like a little bookshelf. So that's what we're working with today. I've been struggling really bad. Balancing my hormones for the last, I guess I've been really going at it for the last week, but prior to that I've been having serious joint pain and fatigue and a lot of things that are like linking to my thyroid. I went to an APN, a little clinic down here, and they refused to do blood work. They said that because I was still breastfeeding that my blood work wouldn't be accurate anyway. I'm like, what do you mean accurate? Like, accurate? I've had 3 kids and I've done extended breastfeeding with all 3 of them. This doesn't have anything to do with extended breastfeeding, okay? But they told me to stop breastfeeding and then come back in 6 months. So I'm out here on my own trying to figure all this out. And it's been super, super stressful, and I just don't feel well. I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to do. Like I said, I've only been doing it for a week, so I know that things will probably get better, but like cutting out endocrine disruptors and any processed dairy, processed food in general. A lot of that stuff's so hard to avoid because it's in everything, like even our clothing and stuff. So, not the processed dairy, obviously. I'm talking about endocrine disruptors. But if you actually get into it, but I'm just trying to take it like one step at a time and not doing everything all at once, and just trying to like get better, like just improve day to day and see how that helps. But yeah, if you don't see videos from me, that's because I'm exhausted. But anyway, that's enough of that. Today we're going to work on the kitchen and see how much we can get done with the little energy that I have, because I don't have a whole lot right now.
There were a few of the drawers that I already had the drawer box sides on, so I'm just putting on the last 2, the front and the back, and I'm just taking a quick measurement of that, and I'm going to cut them to the exact same size, and we're going to get these pocket hold. And I usually do put some frog tape or painter's tape on these so they don't splinter so badly, but I didn't have it at hand at the moment, and I just wanted to get a couple done to kind of start some momentum. So I'll just put these as the ugly side, which you just always pocket hold the ugly side because it won't show after the drawer faces get on. And of course we're going to add some edge banding because when we open our drawers we want all the pretty sides to show, even on the top. So I just have this birch edge banding that I grabbed at Lowe's last time I was there. Sometimes I can find it and sometimes I can't. I finally ran out of the huge spool I got on Amazon and I had to get some extra from Lowe's, but I just use an iron to apply this. I don't feel like it requires anything else. And then after 10 minutes I'll just cut off the excess and sand it down with a little mouse sander, and it'll be all good to go, ready to make our box. And you can just see quickly how these rough edges turn into really nice, sleek, finished, put together pieces. I think it looks much better being edge banded.
When we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice. And I knew
I'm just putting these together using some clamps and some 1-inch pocket hole screws. It's the easiest way for me to do it because I don't have 5 million hands. I wish I did sometimes, that would be super handy. But I'm just going to quickly get these put together and then make sure that they fit well. And Jay's going to do the drawer box bottoms later.
I gotta stay here for some time. somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told.
I felt really lucky that this one actually fit. This is the cabinet I was having trouble with, and I don't know, maybe I was just tired when I was having trouble with it, because this one seemed to fit just fine.
I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises, they come and they go, and we have to try and keep up, 'cause this life's so much more. Ooh, and I still wonder where you are. Ooh, if you found a way out.
When I'm figuring out how much room I need to put the cabinet and drawer members on, it's pretty easy. I have this stick, you see, that has about a 1/2 inch clearance space, and the bottom of the drawer is about 1/4 inch. But I stick it up there, and the cabinet member, I just mark where the drawer member middle should go. I don't know how to explain that a little better, but I just mark that, and then I'll measure it and transfer that mark to the other side, and then I just draw a line, and it's super easy to install the drawer member. After that, I just use the flat side, and that goes on the side that I marked using the cabinet member and my stick when I was over there at the cabinet, and it's pretty easy to install after that.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put.
Also, when installing these, I always use the holes that have the up and down movement, just in case I do get it a little too snug and I need a little bit more room for the cabinet bottom, the drawer bottom, which I've had to do that before, is move them a little bit because it was too snug for the drawer bottom to go on.
If you're a mom of boys, you probably know what that do not make sword meant. I was looking for my stick. I'm like, where's my stick that I'm measuring these drawers off of? Because, you know, I can't have like a normal thing to measure with. It just has to be a random scrap piece of stick. And Ellie's like, oh, I think I saw that. And he goes way out in the yard and grabs it and brings it back. I'm like, I'm gonna have to mark this one. So this is where we pause. This is what we've got done so far. And we'll catch back up with you guys when we do drawer fronts and doors. We had to pause for a few days because it's going to be raining, so we didn't get our last few pieces of wood ripped, but I'll show you what we have gotten done. This cabinet has the drawers, the drawer boxes in it. Jay's going to do the bottoms. As soon as it stops raining, it's raining outside. I did get the drawer sides for these 4-inch drawers put in over here. I got the drawer sides put in over here. I got all 4 drawer boxes done over here, and I just have to rip a couple more pieces of this 4-inch so I can finish up these drawer boxes, and those will be done and ready for the bottoms to go in. So when he's working on the bottoms here, I'll be working on screwing together the drawer boxes so he can continue on with the bottoms. My house, since we've been working on this, you know, everything else goes down the drain. So I'm gonna have to start working on cleaning up the house. I need a total reset. So I'm gonna go ahead and film that for you. And we're gonna have a new cleaning video. It's been a long time since I've done a cleaning video. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that. We'll get this house cleaned back up just in time to do our drawers and doors on the cabinet and get these all painted up and looking nice. So that'll be the next video update on the kitchen. Hopefully that'll be what it is that the drawer fronts and the doors are done and we're gonna be painting and all that good stuff. But I'll show you as we go along. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And yay, look, pumpkins for our little Halloween. We're gonna have a carving contest, I think. So maybe I'll film some of that too. I've gotten out of the habit of filming lately because I haven't felt well. But I'm kind of starting to feel better. A couple weeks in on my hormone balancing stuff, and I'm just starting to feel a little bit better. So hopefully I'll just get some more energy. Cross your fingers for me. But I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.